There you go. Hey, everybody, I'm Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Open. You always have a seat at the table. We appreciate you and love you. Hey, coming up on today's show, we'll look back at our conversation with a U.S. Navy veteran and co-founder who shed some light on what he and his brother are doing in the New Jersey area to promote health and wellness. Then we reflect on a conversation we had with a former broadcast radio professional, a U.S. Army veteran, and a writer who spoke about her latest books. Plus, we'll revisit our sit-down with the kitchen manager of the Golden Corral, who shed light on how his restaurant honored our armed service men and women. And then finally, we'll sit down with a disabled U.S. Army veteran. She is a business owner and a products educational content provider. She provides tips for parents, children, and guardians on how to improve literacy rates in our community. So sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. We have it all laid out for you right here on Open. Here we go. Hey everybody, I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from BLS. You are watching Open. It's a live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, we are fortunate to have spoken with an entrepreneur and the co-founder of Greenhaus Boutique. He shares with us how he and his brother are positively impacting their community and discussed how they are trying to improve health and wellness through the use of CBD. It's a product and for people and pets. Check it out. Mike, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Dr. Bob.
Yeah. I know a lot of this is used for people, but now we're including pets. How are we formulating? How are we coming up with that?
Well, CBD from the beginning was for all mammals. So pets were part of the mammals from the beginning. So that's why people only thought CBD just for human use. But anyone can use CBD to help with the same kind of stress or pain or insomnia or joint health. Also, life expectancy, you live longer. So for cats and dogs, it's a great oil to help them out.
So they can live past 15 and 16.
Yes, well, studies have shown that some dogs or cats have been left just to die. Using the oil extends their life by 5 years or more.
Oh.
And so older dogs that people don't really care for that much because they have have a short life expectancy. So oil helps them to give them basically a new life again.
Yeah. Will this fit into the area of veterinary medicine?
Well, it's like yes or no, because most of the vets do not really want to get into the CBD type of business, because this is not like what is taught in law school. They really want to go more like pharmaceutical than CBD. So it's a gray area, and some of them might lose their license if they even try to go that route. But as a store owner, we can have that product here. And a lot of pet owners come to our store just for the CBD products for pets, not even for themselves. It helps their dogs and the cats immensely.
Yeah. How did you get involved in it? And how long have you been in business?
Almost 2 years now. My brother Vladimir, he was the mastermind behind it. He's not here today, but he called me and he said, "Hey, do you know anything about CBD?" I said, "Not that much." He said, "Well, you got to go and check it out right now." And I said, "Okay, I'll go check it." So I ordered some books and I read some books. Besides going online, everybody goes to Google, but I actually got some books and I read on it and educated myself about it.
Yeah.
And I got some products and I used it on my right arm. I had nerve damage from my forearm to my bicep from working out.
Yeah.
And it was severe pain. I couldn't pick up even my 1-year-old daughter at that time because I was in a lot of pain. So I applied the oil at least for 3 months, and it went away. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing, because I tried everything, and the pain was still there. So now on my joint health is really on par now. I have no issues with my joints now, on my nerves, because the CBD actually helped. It's called RCA, root cause analysis. Go to the root cause, try to fix it. It's not like something that you got to keep taking the rest of your life. But if you do, it's actually beneficial. But you don't have to.
So, Michael, you're onto something, huh?
Yes.
You have something to share with the world. And you're a Navy vet and a volunteer firefighter.
Yes, I did 4 years in the U.S. Navy, Operation Iraq of Freedom, 2004, 2008, and also a volunteer firefighter for a town called Fort Lee, New Jersey. And just trying to help, because I'm a kind of person that will get the shirt off my back. I'm not here just to make money, because CBD is not about money for me, because it's about actually educating people and helping people be healthy in general, right? And also leaving the world like a better place. I don't just want to build me a house and live to myself. I want to build a community so people can come in and help, and it's like a YMCA.
Yeah.
And free community. You get food, everything. That's what CBD is like to me. I want to help people.
Yeah.
So it's not money making business at all. It's more like education, pain, insomnia. A lot of people need to get their eyes open and take a break from pharmaceuticals, because it's very addictive.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you for your service, both in the Navy and firefighting. Now, your brother works for New Jersey Transit?
No, I work for Jersey Transit.
You work for Jersey Transit?
Yeah, I'm a construction engineer I'm a contractor for them, for the railroad. So I'm not direct hire, I'm a contractor, and I'm installing technologies on all the trains to Jersey Transit to make the train safe for all the passengers. Just in case the guy that's driving the train falls asleep or does not obey the law, the train's computer will take over and bring people to a safe speed.
Well, listen, Mike, how do you handle all of this? I mean, you have a full-time job. Your brother probably has a full-time job also.
Yes.
You guys are working it around the clock. You get off from there and you get back into the chemistry of it all, putting together not pharmaceuticals, but the CBD products.
Yeah, growing up was like, in Ghana was like, basically we didn't have a lot of stuff, so we had to be like jack of all trades, really.
Yeah.
So you can master a lot, right? They say jack of all trades, master of none, but we are jack of all trades, we master of most.
Yeah.
Because we try to do everything we do, we try to apply our best to it. And most people, one job is cool for them, but us, it felt like there's more, right? And we could handle more. The more on our plate, the more we could handle, because we used to it, been through it. And
what's the hemp and pea protein?
Oh, that protein is really good. Most protein is made from whey, right, and animal products, but this one is hemp and pea protein, and it has a lot of, I think, about 12 different magical mushrooms, right? That helps a lot.
You said mushrooms?
Yeah, it has mushrooms in there without any kind of euphoric or any high. It's just all the medicinal benefits of the mushrooms inside that protein shake. That's the only protein shake that has that. And it's great for people that's vegan or people that don't want any kind of animal-derived protein. I use it because I'm also, besides I have many hats, I'm also a professional bodybuilder.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
So how does the CBDs help you with the bodybuilding? You have some products in there that
Well, we have products in there that help a lot. When you're bodybuilding, number one thing you don't want to do is have a lot of stress. Because stress will cause the cortisol level to rise up, and your body will change in a heartbeat. You might look lean and ripped, in a minute, and once you're stressed out, you look like you don't need to work out. Or you lose all your lines.
Yeah.
Well, you got to keep the stress low, and also your joints, because you're constantly pounding your ligaments, so you need something support.
We got guys in here. We got guys in here doing push-ups right now, getting ready for your product.
Yeah, and we will send you guys a bunch of products to try out, and so you guys can see that CBD really works. Besides the oils, we have even products that replaces like this is called CBDMD.
Yeah.
This one is It's a pill that has 200 milligrams CBD and 4 milligrams THC. It's equivalent to 800 or plus milligrams ibuprofen or Tylenol.
Yeah.
So you taking that pill is not going to have any effects to your organs, damage-wise. But
No side effects or anything.
Exactly. But any other ones you buy from the CVS or Walgreens, they'll give you side effects. But this one is just straight cannabis that will not get you high, but it's great for people who have severe pain, cramps.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we have a couple of nurses that came in here to purchase this because
Wow.
they don't want to give people morphine, so they came and bought this to give it to their clients, and
Wow.
it works.
And you
So
also have
that's why-
food products, right?
Yeah, but food products, on the weekends, we do like a lot of events. Like this coming Saturday, July 8th, we're having a sea moss goddess. Sea moss goddess is a lady that lives in Jersey that provides sea moss to almost everybody in the tri-state.
Yeah.
She provides sea moss to a lot of people at Hot 97, different DJs. She's like well known. So she comes to have a lunch party in our store.
I think we had her up here one time.
Yes, so we're going to have a lot of infused meals. All the food you see right now are not infused, but the sauces and the oils and the syrups are all infused with THC. So the more syrup and olive oil or sauce you put on top, the more euphoric you get. And it's amazing. So you just, we have oxtail with mac and cheese.
What?
The mac and cheese is infused with THC. Yeah.
You have oxtails with THC?
Yeah, the mac and cheese is THC infused. The
Mac-
oxtail is not. Yeah.
Wait, it
So
doesn't
if
do
you want-
anything for the brain though, right? It doesn't. Does it get you high, or it's just
Yes,
used for
it will get you
medicinal
high.
purposes?
It will get you high and also give you medicinal both.
Oh
That's
wow.
the benefit of THC. Like THC and CBD is almost the exact same thing, but CBD is like a Toyota Prius and THC is like a Lamborghini. They both will take you to work, but how do you want to get to work?
Well, how do you know how much to eat though? So, you're not
That's,
only eating to fill yourself up, but you know you've got to be careful how much you take.
Exactly, you gotta be careful. That's why most of our meals is not infused. Only like the syrup and the stuff that you put on top makes it the infusion. So we tell you, hey, don't just put a little bit on it, just take it easy.
Michael,
Yeah.
where are you located?
We have two locations. Our first location is in Fort Lee, 200 Main Street, Fort Lee.
Are you right across the
And
bridge?
Yes, right across the bridge. You're
Yeah.
literally across the bridge in Fort Lee. You can walk
The
to the
G-Dub.
bridge our store. And the second store is the next town over, Inglewood. It's right up
Wait. Did you say you can walk across the bridge before
Yeah.
or after the CBD?
THC, no. But
You can
CBD,
walk back
yes.
home.
Yes. We have a lot of people that actually came over the bridge from Manhattan because I think they have different laws over there. They can't have any THC products or CBD. So they jog over or they bike over to our store.
Yeah. And this is
Yeah.
also not for only humans, but for pets.
Yes,
CBD
for
for
pets also.
pets.
CBD for pets is great because pets have different ways to give it to pets. We have like tinctures, oils,
Yeah.
around like 3 milligrams. You can give to the pets. Some pets are really smart. They don't want any kind of oil. So this oil, you can just drop it in their food and they get the same medicinal benefits.
And the pets
don't
know what
have
to
to,
do with
like-
it. You just mix it in with their food, right?
That's it. Yeah, you don't have to like hold them down and put them in your mouth. Just put in their food. And some pets like to chew. The pet treats for cats is enough. And we have the pet treats for dogs also. This is very cheap. It's like $7,
Beautiful.
but it's very good. It's 300 milligrams or 3 milligrams for different sizes. You cannot give like one chew to. It all depends on the weight of the animal. That's how we gauge
great.
the doses.
Yeah. And you have your wife and your brother working with you?
My wife works with me, and my brother and his wife works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doctor,
My brother's
shout
wife-
out their names real quick. Dr.
Yes.
K.
So my wife is Crystal. She does everything for us, like remotely and on the store. Vlad is one of the CEOs of the company. His wife, she's a vet that knows everything about animal products and take care of animal surgery, everything. She's the guru, the doctor.
Yeah. Hey, thank you
Yeah.
guys for sharing. Hey, Mike, thank you. You know, and you're always welcome to come back and share more, okay?
Thank you.
You got the good stuff for pets and people.
And people, yes.
Petsandpeople.com.
Thank you.
Mike
See you soon.
Mperey, he's the co-founder, Greenhaus Boutique, entrepreneur and co-founder. And thank you so much. We appreciate all the things that you're doing. We appreciate the work that Michael and Vladimir Mperey are doing to improve health and outcomes for our communities. We wish them continued success and look forward to seeing what they do next. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a whole lot more next.
Happy anniversary to BronxNet 30 years. Wow, brings back so many memories. This exact studio that I'm in right now, I broadcast out of here. This must have been around 2003. I mean, time flies by so quickly. I started out here, it was either Mr. Gary Axelbank and Mr. Batch with Lady Morsar. We used to do a show here called In the Neighborhood. And I brought so many different guests on this show. To be able to bring your voice to the community is very powerful. To bring hip hop and spirituality, I brought my pastor in this same studio, Pastor Gino Jennings, and I'm sure you guys know who Pastor Gino Jennings is. That's rough. And some disciplined teaching. BronxNet is something that we need to uplift our communities, because this is a platform that we can come, and if you have a vision that's in your mind going into your heart, you can use it to do uplifting things for your community.
So BronxNet is a great place for anyone to come to if you're looking to learn how to get yourself in the door, how to get your toes wet, if you will, when it comes to media, when it comes to editing. And I would definitely recommend it to anyone who really is interested in, learning how to work, whether it's in studio production, whether it's field production, whether it's learning how to operate a camera, whether it's learning how to interview and host. This is the place for you to be. This is the place for you to sort of get your feet wet and be amongst other creatives here in the Bronx who are also trying to learn and develop their own content.
And welcome back. Our next guest is a former broadcast radio professional, author, actress, writer, and an honorably discharged U.S. Army veteran. She joined us back in the day, a little while ago, to speak about how her journey from being in the Army to getting into journalism, writing, and broadcast radio, and eventually into highlighting books on race, relations, and so much more. Let's take a look at our conversation we had with Jeanette Davis. Jeanette, how are you? Welcome to the show, my veteran, beautiful person.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bob. It's been a pleasure. My family and I are thrilled for me being on your show, and we admire you and all the work that you've done. So I thank you so much for having me on.
Let me start off by saying I want to thank you for your service. You're a U.S. Army vet, right?
Yes, I am. Thank you, sir.
All right, so you came through all of that, and then you got out of the service after about 6 years, and then you got into broadcasting right away. How did it start for you?
Well, I went into the military to get the GI Bill because my father had passed, so I can get my education.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to write. My father was a merchant seaman, and he traveled the world, and he used to bring me back slides and books of information about the different peoples of the world. So I said I wanted to learn how to write because I taught myself how to read at the age of 4
Yeah.
because of my interest in writing. But I didn't find, but as I traveled my course and going into broadcast journalism to get the skill, I noticed that I said, well, I want to write, but what do I write about? So I'm 75 now. So
Yeah.
in my 20s, I
No,
was,
you don't look 75. You're doing
well,
something
thank you.
right. You should write a
Thank,
book about that,
yeah,
how to keep
thank you.
yourself.
Thank you, sir. So I was, I had all kind of questions in my mind
Yeah.
because I went to an all-black boarding school, and they taught us so much information about our history. And it was
Right.
amazing to me how many people, our people, didn't know that history. So I began to ask questions. I said, these people had us enslaved, and they telling us to worship their God. and they're giving us this white Jesus. So I said, no, I have to find out the origin of all things.
All right. So you went to Morgan State University?
Yes, I did. That's the school of my choice. I wanted to go to Howard, but I was in the military, and it was too far a distance to travel to go back and forth to classes.
Uh-huh.
So my secondary choice was Morgan. Of course, it had to be a black institution. So
Yeah.
that's when I went. That's why I chose Morgan and broadcast journalism, because I wanted to learn how to write, uh, get my skills down for writing. But I didn't yet know what I wanted to write about. So I said, well, I need more living and learning to do before I can write to help my people. And that was my main objective. So I started studying in my 20s the history of our people, going to the beginning of time as we could, far back as we can go. And I was placed in certain positions to meet Dr. Asa Hilliard, to meet Mary McLeod Bethune, who came to the university, to the school that I was going to, because she was great friends with our president, Dr. Rena Cornelia Mallory. I met a lot of people who kind of steered me in the direction and gave me the answers of where I could find the information.
Yes.
So once I started finding the information and putting things together, I was saying, well, I can write some magazine articles. But then my mother got very sick, and I had to go to New Jersey to take care of her. We originally from New York, but she had moved to New Jersey. And when I went to take care of her, I laid everything on the carpet, and I said, I'm going to write some magazine articles. I'm not going to waste this time. But when I put it all together, I said, this is a book. And that's
Yeah.
how Black Survival in White America was born. That was my first book, and that was in 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then you went
yes,
on from
Morgan.
there.
Yeah, and from there, I wrote The Great Divide Between Blacks and Whites, which was a black perspective on one side of the page and white perspective on the same issue on the second side of the page.
Yeah.
So I took that all the way through. Then my next book, well, the next book, that's not the next one. So the next one, in order, well, I'll just Master Being Human, you brought up. So Master Being Human is the spiritual book that I said, well, our people need to advance and need to grow. But in order for us to advance and grow, we need to fix ourselves first. So we need
Yeah.
to spiritually grow and to get rid of the slave mentality, which was us going along with the programming that was implemented upon us from the cradle. So I said, we need to get rid of that. And we also need to get rid of everything from slavery that's embedded in our culture. And I was, in my research, I found Dr. Joy DeGruy, uh, and her presentation was one that was specific, and I have it on my website,
Yeah.
post-traumatic slave disorder. So she mentioned the
Ooh.
stuff that we need to remove.
Yeah.
So, and I said, well, we need to work on ourselves. So Master Being Human is what we need to do to work on ourselves so that we can, whatever happens on the outside of us, cannot affect what's going on inside of us. And that is not what happens on the outside of us, but how we react to it. But we have to master ourselves, and it takes a lot of work.
Yeah. I know when you said you were into the origins of things,
Mm-hmm.
it was sort of spiritual or metaphysical. When you,
Yes.
you talk about the origins of things, you want to go within and find out what's happening
Right.
within, so that you can straighten out things that's happening on the outside.
That's
So
correct.
go into your subconscious world so that you can deal with things on the
Right. And what
outside.
steered me into that direction was my investigation into Egypt, into our ancestors and Ma'at and all of the laws and all of the different religions. I became a Buddhist for 8 years, and that kind of helped me. Not
Wow.
kind of, it did help me. And it
Yeah.
steered me in the right direction. And then I began to read the Bible in a different way, because then I knew where the Bible came from off the hieroglyphics. So I knew that the religions as they were constructed was not constructed from God. It was constructed from people wanting to rule other people. So when I got into that, then I have, my grandparents had 19 children, so I've seen a lot of my relatives pass away.
Yeah.
Soulful Journey, the business of beings, came to life because I wanted to know, where does the spirit go when we pass? So this is my only fiction book, because that was my journey into spiritually trying to find out, where did the soul go?
Yeah.
And it's interesting how that worked out.
And this
Then
book
I
right
have
here?
no, Soulful Journey, the business of beings. That's the
Yeah.
green book.
Yeah.
But now the one you just had up, Black Just Like My Mama, is my autobiography. And I wrote that because once you live and die, and all the people who know you die, it's like you never existed. So I wanted to write about this great Black family that I came from. And I wrote about them, and I also wanted people to see my journey and my mother's journey. I started writing about me, but she took over the book. You know, I found out I was writing more about her than me.
Your mom came in and said, wait a minute, what about me?
No. This was a book I was writing on my own without
Yeah,
her knowing, but she just, her spirit just took over the book.
that's what I'm saying. And she
Yeah,
said, what about me?
yes, right. And so even though she was living a part of the time that I was writing it, but
Yeah,
then she passed away. But the book itself is to encourage all people, no matter what you go through. And I've gone through a lot. Whatever you've gone through, no matter what it is, you have to reach deep down inside of yourself to persevere and bring yourself out of it with the God within you, connecting with the God in the universe to
uh-huh.
navigate your life. So we can
Yeah,
navigate
that's a whole nother
our life.
religion now. When you do
Right.
like
Well,
this,
not
the
no
God in me
spirituality.
recognizes God in you. That's Hinduism.
Right. Well, you can. Yeah, right. You can look at they all lead to the same place,
Yeah,
which is spiritual growth.
there's only one
So
God. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Spiritual growth, no matter who you see God to be it the universe or whatever. But I
yeah,
never saw a white man up there. That was never in my vision. But anyway, so the book is to help others to, no matter what happens, to get through it.
yeah.
And then the next book, Echoes from the Heart, Love Throws Poetry, the poetry that I got, that my life in poetry, so to speak,
Uh-huh.
and what the way I've seen things, the way I saw things. I never meant to publish Soulful Journey and Echoes from the Heart, but my niece encouraged me to go ahead and publish them because they were very personal books.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Beautiful. So you've come on a writing journey. You've
Oh
come
yes,
through it,
yes,
and you
yes.
bring a lot of people with you because that's why you write the book. You want people to follow you and get something out of these books that you've written.
Hmm.
Um, then you went into broadcast journalism. Was that before or after writing the books?
No, that was at Morgan State. When I got out of the military, I went to Morgan State, and I went into broadcast journalism because of the fever I had and the thirst I had to learn the craft of writing.
So then, so that helped you with writing the writing of the books.
That helped me with the technical part of the writing. What I did was I loved to read authors. Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged, I liked her descriptive ways that she described things in her book.
Mhm.
And I said, I want to be able to describe things like this. Taylor Caldwell, I come from way back when they didn't have many black writers at the time. So Taylor Caldwell was the what I used as far as what I grasped as far as someone sitting across from you like they're having a conversation with you. That's what I got from her.
Yeah.
From James Baldwin, I got
Oh,
the I got the emotion. I got the stick to the point, be concise, say what you have to say, and don't hold back.
yeah.
So I got that from James Baldwin. So and then County Cullen, and then you go to so many black writers that I studied, and I studied a lot of autobiographies and bibliography and biology, biographies,
Yeah.
and I even studied the biology of our bodies, that we are
Beautiful.
different from other people, and all this stuff
Yeah.
is on my website.
Is all of this what's the website? Because we need an
It's
hour to talk to you
yeah,
about
it's
all of this stuff. And they're
yeah,
wrapping me up right about now. But all of this we
okay.
can find on your website, right?
Yes, www.JeanetteDavis.com. That's
Uh-huh.
www.JeanetteDavis.com.
Listen, come back again because we need to sit down and talk more, okay?
My pleasure. Thank you.
You got it.
It is said you have to know where you are, know where you've been, to know where you're going. We applaud you. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for the work that she is doing, educating others on race relations and so much more. Thank you for your history. Thank you for your story. We wish her all the best with everything that she's doing. We'll take a quick break. We've got a whole lot more. Keep it right here on Open.
Only 57% of New York City high school students are college ready by their senior year. "55% of high school graduates either have no plans to attend college or are uncertain that they will ever attend. 34% of young adults don't go to college because they can't afford it. Discover what's possible. BronxNet's education programs, internships, and opportunities help engage and inspire Bronx youth and beyond to pursue their passions. Be a part of the BronxNet family. Whether you're interested in our shows, joining a class, or donating to support our mission, visit bronxnet.org to learn more.
19.7% of Bronxites currently experience food insecurity. Meanwhile, instead of these nice, colorful foods, this is the best food that they have access to. If this sounds like you, there are a bunch of resources to get healthy food for free or cheap. If you want to help, you might consider donating or volunteering in one of these places. Community fridges like this one are all over the city and allow New Yorkers to conveniently donate extra food to people who might need it. Go to this link and find your nearest one. Food banks and pop-up events like these provide millions of healthy meals to families in need. These organizations are distributing meals to Bronxites as we speak and are always accepting donations and volunteers.
And welcome back. You know, we were honored to host Dave Harpaul. He's the kitchen manager of Golden Corral in the Bronx. He joined us to speak about the buffet restaurant's preparation to host its 23rd annual Military Appreciation Night, describing how he and his staff are honoring the brave men and women protecting our country. Let's take a look. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on here.
I'm glad I don't have to travel so far now. You know, I was on the phone the other day with Grandmaster D from the group Houdini.
Okay.
And every time I speak, he's in Atlanta. Every time I speak to him, he's over at the Golden Corral somewhere. Oh man, I'm gonna get there at 3:30 because at 4 o'clock, you know, they start serving the steak and everything. So he's gonna get in there with I guess there's something different going on, a different price or something. I don't know.
Lunchtime and then transition to dinner time.
So if they transition to dinner time, we won't give away the secret. But if you transition,
you get a bit of both.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can. Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
So now we have one here in the Boogie Down Bronx.
Exactly. So we opened up back in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, during that time, a lot of things were different. There was no indoor dining.
Yeah.
Especially there was no buffet concept either. So we used that time to do outdoor dining actually, and we did takeout, which is, you know, very different from what Golden Corral is usually used to offering.
Yeah.
Which is an all-you-can-eat concept. Like you said, which is very big down south. So now you don't have to travel down south anymore. We got we brought it to you in New York City. So it's the Golden Corral that you grew up loving with a New York City spin to it. Because we actually offer alcohol. And
now that's what they didn't have down south.
Yes.
You had to go somewhere else.
So we're actually the first location to pioneer the alcohol program. And a lot of stores are actually nationwide are starting to adopt our concept as well.
Yeah. What's this right here?
Weigh and pay. So you actually can do Golden Corral. You can dine in, or you can take it to go as well. So you can.
Now that's another new thing.
Yes.
Because you couldn't take it before, right?
Yeah. So now, you can pack whatever you want to go, your favorites, and weigh it by the pound, and take it to go as well.
Yeah, so you don't have to bring your big purse and
Put
cornbread and
don't do that.
Drumsticks and chicken wings.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I'm only kidding. But this is great, you know.
Yeah.
So you just weigh it up and. Because it's always something that somebody's going to call you and say, hey, you know, you're over at Golden Corral, you know, bring me something home.
Exactly, yeah. So you can have your favorites there, and you can take a little bit home as well to have later on as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
And so they just came up with this program where you can have alcohol and...
Yeah, so we're actually, like I said, we're the first location to start it. Yeah, during the pandemic, we had to, you know, figure things out and kind of pivot from our traditional landscape, I would say. And so we started with the alcohol program. And we actually won the most innovative store during the 2022.
Everybody in the studio,
convention.
give them a big round of applause. We can hear you. We can hear you. You hear that? At home and in the studio.
Exactly.
And in the control room. Got at the Wizard of Oz space up there.
Yeah.
But that's great. And then you're doing something for the military.
Yes, we are. So this is our location's third, and but Golden Corral as a whole, this is the 23rd annual Military Appreciation Night, in which we work with our local DAV, Disabled American Veterans, and we provide completely free for current and past military members, including the National Guard and Reserves, a free meal, completely free, just to come in our way of just saying thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's really, you can't beat that, man.
Yeah. So this is actually
that's a big give back.
Yeah, it is for sure. And we do about 300,000 meals annually, completely free. And since the program's inception in 2001, we've served over 6 million meals
Yeah.
nationwide.
I have a lot of military friends, family too, family members.
Yeah.
So what day does that start?
That's on Monday, this coming Monday, and it's November 13th from 5 to 8:30 in our specific location.
Okay, November 13th.
Yes.
I got to call all my friends and family.
Yeah, let
and
them
say,
know,
hey.
bring them over. That's our small way of saying thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, that's good. So, and what time do you open up?
We open up Monday through Friday. We
Does it
open
open
up
for breakfast?
Yeah, we have breakfast and lunch. So we do a little bit of both from 11 to 4. And like I know you're saying your friend likes to come during that in-between time. And then we from 4 to 9:30, Monday through Friday, we do our dinner menu.
Yeah.
And Saturday and Sundays, we do our full breakfast setup. And then at 12 o'clock, we transition to the dinner menu. And we'll run that from 1 to 9:30 on Sundays and 1 to 10:30 on Saturdays.
Yeah, and then people call you if they want to do birthday parties or
Yeah, we have
anniversaries.
a private room that we have event space as well. Yep.
That's good. Okay, great.
And getting back to actually that Military Appreciation Night, Golden Corral has raised over $18.5 million for the DAV, and that goes back to our veterans completely since 2001.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to continue to applaud you after we leave here. I'm going to do it all the way home. Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
These guys are putting it together.
Trying.
And I'm glad I don't have to travel all the way down south.
we
Put
brought
my
it
foot
to
on the
you.
gas and go
Yeah.
down there, burn up all the gas. I can
Come
just
right
go
here,
over there,
yeah.
all you can eat.
Yep.
And it's also all you can eat breakfast also.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And right now we actually have our holiday menu. So you get your ham, your turkey, your cornbread, your
shucks.
stuffing, your sweet potatoes,
Yeah,
collard greens, all your holiday favorites. So we're serving that now. We do holiday catering as well,
Yeah.
which is actually probably cheaper than cooking it yourself. It takes the hassle out of it.
Absolutely.
Spend that time with your family instead. And
So do you have gift cards? Like if somebody wanted to go in there and purchase
Yes, we
gift
do,
cards,
yep.
and we can give them hey, have a meal.
yeah, we do. We do have gift cards, and we have, like I said, we have holiday catering as well. And all that information can be found on our website at goldencorral.com.
Oh man, we got to get some of the people here to get some gift cards to give out to. I may just see somebody just driving around and say, here, have a meal.
Yeah, I'll be sure to drop some
get
more for
something
you.
to
Yeah,
eat.
for sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just opened up, right? How long have you been open?
Yeah, we've been open since 2020, so about 3 years now, and we've been operating as the full buffet for about 2 years now.
And you're located on
East Tremont, yes, 2375 East Tremont Avenue, in between White Plains and Castle Hill,
Yeah,
and the
Yeah.
first in the city.
the first in the city.
Yeah.
I'm happy, and I'm sure Grandmaster D from the group Houdini, he's coming out this way. We're going to be doing some hosting work and DJ work.
Yeah, you
and,
guys got to come on
of course,
over,
we're going
man.
to stop by and we're
I'll
gonna
take
eat.
care of you guys for
And
sure.
we may even bring the Bronx Net crew down there.
be happy
we'll
to have you
occupy
guys.
that back room for a hot second.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime you guys need it, just let me know, and so
Oh,
yours.
man. Thank you so much, and
Thanks
thank
for
you for
having
all
me
that
on.
you're doing.
Thank you for your time.
And you want to
Appreciate
give a shout out to some of the people that are working with you?
Just my whole staff. It's a team effort. We can't do it without anybody that's there. I know they're going to be excited to see us
Yeah.
on TV, because I know a lot of people don't even know that we're open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a sister working with you?
Yes, we're actually a family operation. It's me and two of my sisters. I'm the kitchen manager. I have my older sister, who is the general manager, and my other older sister is the front of house hospitality manager.
Hey, put that record on. It's a family affair. Oh, we are family.
There we go. That's the one.
That's the one you like?
That's
that
the one. I like that
Okay.
one.
You know what? You have a little room for us where we can set up a DJ system?
Yeah, bring whoever you want, man.
See. You ready? This young lady right here,
Yeah.
Marion. she could throw down too.
Oh, yeah.
You got to include her in on the family.
It's my competition.
Well, no, she may help out.
Oh, no, perfect.
Well, that's good, man. I
Yeah.
thank you for all that you do.
Once
all
again,
the
thank
veterans,
you. Appreciate it.
All
Yeah.
the veterans, get ready.
Please come on down November 13th, 5 to 8:30 p.m. That's our little way of saying thank you. So
That's good.
thank you.
Yeah, that's good, man. Thank you for all that you do, and God bless you. You know, when you get people doing some great things, you can't go wrong. You know,
for sure.
And plus you're giving back. You know,
That's
When
the
you
biggest
give-
thing.
When you give, you get. It's one of the paradoxes, you know, of life.
Yeah.
You get by giving, and I think you're going to do very well. You're blessed,
Yeah.
and you're blessing a whole lot of other people too.
Yeah, that's the goal. Always got to give back.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Give me the address one more time and give me a website.
Yeah, 2375 East Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. We do plan on opening up a few more locations. Yeah, and that's more to come.
Wait.
And
in the city?
yes, yeah. And it's goldencorral.com.
We got the inside scoop. All right. We got the inside
Yes.
scoop. You have a location yet on that?
I don't want to speak on it yet,
All
but
right,
yeah,
okay.
fingers crossed. Location coming soon.
Yeah.
Very big.
Nearby. One of
Yeah.
the boroughs?
Yeah, bright lights.
Brooklyn's in the house. I hit it on the head.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Okay, and we'll service the rest of the fiber. I mean, we can travel.
Yeah, for sure.
I thank you. Give
All
what, goldencorral.com?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.
right.
Dave Harpaul, Golden Corral. His
Yes.
whole family is rocking it. Thank you so much, and
Thanks
God
again.
bless you.
All right.
And we salute the beautiful people at Golden Corral and the staff and Dave Naropa Harpaul for the work that they are doing to feed our soldiers each year around the holidays. We look forward to seeing what they have in store for us this year. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet because we've got more coming up next on Open.
Congratulations to BronxNet on its 30th anniversary. And I'm blessed that I was here shortly after the beginning of BronxNet. At that time, I took the field and studio classes, and I spent a lot of time helping other people have shows before I put my toe in the water and decided to have a show for myself. For those of you who are familiar with the Blackwash Televised Art Gallery, that was my first show on my own. And now I am pumping up La Finca del Sur, doing Eating Healthy with La Finca del Sur on BronxNet's Channel 70. And I appreciate everyone watching.
BronxNet is a wonderful place because it inspires people that want to consider a career in film and television. It's a way to come, learn, it's cost effective, and it's a way to actualize your dreams.
And welcome back. You know, we recently spoke to a former U.S. Army veteran, a mother, an educator, a two-time cancer survivor, and a business owner and the founder of Mrs. Allen's Patty Cake. She joins us to speak about her journey from Chicago to New York, venturing from the fashion industry to being a writer, educator, working on her latest project, Mrs. Allen's Patty Cake, to inspire children. Let's take a look back at our discussion with Mrs. Karen Allen.
Karen, welcome.
Hello, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Karen, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved.
Sure. My name is Karen Allen, and I am a two-time breast cancer survivor and a disabled veteran. I got involved with education because after my cancer, I actually had a daughter who died of an early neuroblastoma while I was in the Army. And after my cancer, I was able to have another child who she's fine, but she needed a different type of education. So paying attention to her and the things in the world of the art, which is beautiful here in New York, I learned a lot from FIT, studying as an artist, and how kids respond to music. I began working in an after-school program with fashion with kids and learning that they actually can learn to a different beat. So I created Miss Allen's Patty Cake with nursery rhymes that are recorded to a different type of beat so that kids can have the activity, have fun, and learn at the same time. Now, my organization, I work with a couple of other organizations, and we distribute to kids with special needs like St. Jude's, Ronald McDonald House, educational packets to our pre-K learners. In the shelters. We go out into the community and we advocate education and healthcare. And so for us, giving back to the community is number one. And it's also important for our kids to learn if they're going through anything in life, any type of illness, or they out of school. We continue to inspire them to be educated. My Instagram is full of positive affirmations daily. Kids can log on and be inspired.
Where did you get the idea behind Miss Allen's Patty Cake from?
My youngest daughter, she did everything to a beat. Like everything was tap tap. She was hyper. So, she loved the nursery rhymes. And I had a couple of brothers in my church who helped me create the beats. And one was Junior Hickman, and one was the awesome Johnny King. His sister's Evelyn King. So they knew music. They helped me put together everything I needed to create those nursery rhymes and get them up and loaded so kids can enjoy that.
Yeah, and everybody plays the patty cake,
Yeah. Everybody knows patty cake. So I added the nursery rhymes to a beat, and successfully we created it. We created it during COVID, during a quiet time,
Well, did COVID hinder anything that you were trying to do with your organization?
Yes, it did a little bit, but we created a PSA to wear your mask to Miss Allen's Patty Cake. So there's actually two. If you upload to YouTube, it's everything's on YouTube.
Beautiful. So you have anything coming up that we should know about?
Well, in the future, yes, we do. We go around to different sites, and we actually have next month at the end of the month, I'm joining up with a cancer organization, Save for Life Cancer Organization, and Disrupt, to send out educational information about Miss Allen's Patty Cake, clinical trials, anything that will help them in healthcare, that will advance the future of our children and our communities.
Yeah. You have any people in the community that are helping you out? Any officials behind you?
Yes, I have the Save for Life Cancer Corporation. Cancer Corporation, and we have Disrupt, who operates out of Columbia University, Mount Sinai, Einstein, and I work with a group of chaplains too. I'm actually a chaplain for the city. So we go into my church, different churches. We work with Hope. We distribute many things in the Harlem community, as well as the Bronx.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to a video on Miss Allen's Patty Cake. Let's check this out.
Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake. Patty cake, baker's man. Roll it up as fast as you can. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. They said he jumped over the candlestick. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake. Humpty Dumpty patty cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake. Don't forget to add 9 and 10. Make you wanna sing it again. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider that sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Hey, patty cake. Hey, patty cake.
You know, I was getting busy behind the scenes. You know that, right?
Amen. Yes, that's how we learned as young youth in Chicago. We double dutch, we jumped, everything.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, the people who put it together, you got to give them some props.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hickman and Johnny King. Awesome group.
So yeah. So how long has that been out so far?
It's been 2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, who are the people in this picture here?
I have a young artist that works with me, a student. He creates on the Instagram every inspiring thing we can think of to inspire the kids daily. He creates those cartoons on AI for me and runs my Instagram handle.
I see that. You don't need
Beautiful
people
young
anymore.
man.
You got a whole AI community going on with you.
Yes.
That's beautiful. And how did the youngsters take to it?
Pretty good. And actually, we have a lot of volunteers during the summer. Like I said, the young man, his name is Argenius Rosario. He actually works with us during summer youth programs. Myself and Miss Travis from Save for Life Corporation, we hire youth to help us, and they help us prepare everything for the whole year.
That's
and
good.
the city hires them to help us during the summer, and we create everything we need and we send it out throughout the year.
Well, Miss Allen, it seems like you got a lot of stuff going on, and you know, we thank God that you're a cancer survivor.
Yes.
God's not done with you yet. You know,
I pray He
you're
isn't.
working with youngsters, you're helping other people get what they need out of life, and that is the important thing.
Yes, it is.
One of the most
It is.
important things in life. You know,
It is.
sharing a whole lot of love, and these youngsters are all involved, and they're gonna grow up, and they're gonna know about Karen Allen and her program, a patty cake program.
Yes, I pray that's the future. And I was always inspired as a young youth in Chicago. Everybody talks about Cabrini Green. I was raised there, Lower North Center. We learned every type of art there was, from music, dance, tap, ballet, and it never left me. So that's my hope for the kids in New York, that I can inspire them the same way.
Oh, we have to keep it going, because if somebody just drops the ball, where does it go from here? Kids learn other things that you may not want them to learn.
Yes.
Especially, you know, if we have our youngsters, a lot of youngsters hang out in the streets. So we have to do some bypass surgery there, take them out of the streets and say, hey, we want to give you something to do, something that you can grow on and grow with.
That's right. It never left me, and I pray it never leaves them.
Say it again.
I said it never left me. Those inspirational people in my life back in Chicago, the things I learned never left me. My goal is to do the same for our kids growing up now.
Yeah. Wow. Unbelievable. This is great that you're doing some great things for our youngsters.
Thank you.
Look at it. Beware. You can do anything.
That's right.
Affirmations. Put a couple more up there before we go. And Miss Allen, you read them.
Dream big. Create your future. And be brave. You can do it. Anything.
Yeah. That's right. And you just keep letting them know.
Yes, I will.
Thank you so much for all you do. Where can we go to find out more about you and what your organization is doing?
Oh, okay. You can log into my link tree, Miss Allen's link tree, and also my Instagram, Miss Allen's Patty Cake on Instagram. Everything is right there. Tap any of the links. They will lead you to everything we're doing daily. And we have our Wix website. Everything's on there. They can click.
Where are you located in New York City?
I live in the Bronx. I live in the Boogie Down.
Boogie Down BX. Hey.
Yes.
All
I
right,
live in the
yeah.
Bronx. Yeah.
Out of Chicago. Where did you live in Chicago?
I grew up in Cabrini Green, 1017 North Larrabee. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
You see any differences? Cabrini Green, Chicago.
You know what? The city housing here, I was blown away. Even though I had traveled around the world, I actually was in the Army, but your city housing is totally different from Chicago's. A lot of Chicago city housing is gone, but it's very different, and it's actually extremely different.
Yeah.
Same structure, but totally different. But when I grew up, Cabrini was thriving, and we had youth centers, we had basketball teams, everybody thinks that Chicago like gangbangers. I actually attended the best schools and the best after school programs. I went to Cooley for middle school. I went to Lincoln Park High for high school, and I was trained as an artist. My stomping ground was right there. I started right there.
Yeah.
I never forgot what I was taught.
Yeah, I've got my cousins out there, Delane Lee and the whole crew out there. But they lived on State Street for a hot minute.
all right.
There's some projects up there, and I think they
33rd Street. 33rd Street.
You know what I'm talking about. See, you were being diplomatic. You were being nice.
Very nice. Because it's my heart. You know, a lot of people don't know the good in Chicago. It is different now. But we were thriving. We learned every opportunity we had from those centers, those churches, the community, the Club Scouts, Girl Scouts. You know, we were a village, a family.
Yes. Well, listen, thank you for all that you're doing today. Give us that website one more time.
Okay, Miss Allen's Patty Cake on Instagram.com.
Yeah.
And you may find the videos on YouTube, Miss Allen's Patty Cake.
Thank you so much for all you do. And you're always welcome to come back, okay?
All right, thank you, and I will.
You got it. And thank you so much, Karen, for the work that you're doing to help our youngsters. Of course, we love you and appreciate you. You are helping others get the resources and tools for success, and that's a wonderful thing. We wish you continued success with Mrs. Allen's Patty Cakes. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. We want to thank our guests for joining us, you, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. We appreciate you and love you so much. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. So say you can, and you will. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. I love you all.